And welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
This place is rocking, menacing, intimidating, almost primal, beyond description really. This is just another ordinary day, though, in the life of the Boca Nation. So we're very much on the way now. So, Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation? Just a keeper in his way! And Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, there's a probing ball. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Rodri. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And back to the goalkeeper. Nuno Mendes. He's had it taken off him. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Can he finish? Goal! Paris! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, important interception. Almada. Looking for a runner. And he's intervened well there. Mbappe. And here's Mane. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Koundé. And Upamecano. Guardiola. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Modric. Approaching the half-hour mark. There's the ball back. Koundé. And it's Modric. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Almada. And the counter is on. That is good strength. Now it's Wirtz. Dembele. Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Guardiola.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Mane. De Jong. That's Wirtz. Now it's Dembele. Almada. Dembele. Can he finish? Koundé. Vardiol. Here's Rodri. Opts for safety. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Paris looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
And we get things going again. Paris leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Paris different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. So much time and space here. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a searching pass. No way through there. Great vision. Kubasi. Van Dijk. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yehi. Sangare. P.M.E. Now it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Oh, such a clever touch. That is a brilliant interception. Somewhat off target. Being still separated by the game's only goal.
La cantidad de espectadores
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
fue de 45.996.
That's a super give and go. Now it's Messi, played out wide. Upamecano, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Almada. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. P.M.E. Paris, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Van Dijk. Modric. Mbappe. And Vardiol. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's played in. Oh, great leap! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Boca
changes
Juniors.
afoot here, and from
Número
both
9,
sides.
Número 16. Número 17. Número 6. Messi. Entran. Número
Looking
18.
to play him in.
Número
No joy this
87.
time.
Número 10. Número 15. Cambio.
Koundé, that pass isn't the best.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Foden is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Guardiola. And it's Neves. João Neves. For Valverde. João Neves. And here's De Bruyne. Paris still ahead by the game's only goal. And this is Mane. And that is expertly dealt with. And Dijk gets it clear. Boca Juniors with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Kubasi. Paris are looking to go forward now. And this is Neymar. He has found a way through. Oh, well played, well played. There's the shot! And a neat finish. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Boca Juniors really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And this is Mane. Tchouaméni. And there goes the final whistle. Paris are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Paris definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was